On the 1st of October 1960, Nigeria got her independence from Britain. The lowering of the Union Jack at the Tafawa Balewa Square in Lagos attracted wide jubilation and ovation from Nigerians, most especially the nationalists who fought so hard for the country's independence. It was no doubt a very significant day in the history of the country, as Nigeria not only ceased to be a colony of Britain, but was constitutionally empowered to see to the affairs of the country the way it pleases. Hence, the independence became more dignified in 1963 when the country assumed the status of a republic. These milestone achievements were not gotten on a platter of gold. The early nationalists fought tooth and nail through every legal available means to wrestle power from the British dominance. The heroes past, among whom were Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, all of blessed memory, among others, believed firmly in the Project Nigeria, and the system of government the country adopted during the First Republic was parliamentary system. At that time, the three regions, the northern, western and eastern regions, had representatives that presided on the affairs of those regions. The long years of military rule led to the creation of more states and jettisoning of the parliamentary system of government inherited from the British government to the adoption of the American presidential system of government in 1979. During these periods, however, Nigeria has no crude oil. The mainstay of the country's economy then was basically agriculture. Each region concentrated on producing crops it had comparative advantage on. It was the era of granite pyramids in the north, cocoa in the south, and palm oil in the eastern part of the country. All these became history later, following the discovery of oil. The era of the oil boom opened doors for free money to all tiers of government. Every region paid less attention to agriculture. More states were created, more local government areas created, gigantic structures with high cost of maintenance were erected, and politics became a do-or-die affair. 56 years after independence, Nigeria is in recession. Most states of the Federation cannot pay workers' salaries, and most of the 774 local council areas in the country are in comatose. A school of thought believes that there is need for the country to prune down the cost of governance to the barest minimum as a way of adapting to the recession. Those in this school believe that the presidential system of government being practiced in Nigeria is too expensive and not in tune with the present reality. Aligning with this view is the former governor of Osun State, Prince Olagosoye Oyilola. He submitted that this is the period the country must cut her coat according to not only its size, but the length of the cloth as well.
It is left for us as a nation to reassess our economic standing and look at the areas that needs what I would call reinflation. You reflate the deflated aspect of the economy, and I think the government is moving in the right direction, pumping in enough money to reflect it. But if your economy cannot support the system you're operating, then it calls for a review. Very simple.
A legal practitioner, Barrister Adegoke Ogunshola, asserted that the large size of Nigeria's government is constitutional. He noted that the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria stipulates that ministers must be appointed from all the 32 states of the Federation. Barrister Ogunshola, however, believed that the federal government can demonstrate that it is in tune with the present economic reality by cutting down on salaries and the emoluments of public office holders, either appointed or elected into office.
It is not constitutional to cut down the number of ministers appointable by the president, because what the Constitution provides for now is that a minister must be appointed from each of the states of the Federation. So if the Mr. President decides not to appoint minister from a state, he has acted contrary to the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria.
A lawmaker in the state of Osun House of Assembly, Honorable Kamil Oyedele, stated that this is the time for President Muhammadu Buhari to seek amendment to the Constitution that impose so much responsibilities on the country. According to Honorable Oloyede, as the President Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government continue to grapple with the effect of recession, Nigerians are hopeful that some of his policies may rejuvenate the economy and place the country on a stronger footing.
Constitutionally, he has to go to National Assembly to repeal the law by amending the provision of Constitution that spelled out that each state should have a minister, no matter whether the senior minister or junior minister. And as regard that, it involves like 360 people from House of Rep and 109 people in the House of Senate. And with that, if the president generates a bill in such a way that people could reason along with him, at least it's in public opinion that the presidential system of government we are practicing in Nigeria is too expensive.
Engineer Shola Akinwumi is of the opinion that the president's anti-corruption crusade is a step in the right direction that will help reduce rush for public treasury looting.
This is about the best time for Nigerians. You know, the era of easy money is completely gone. You can't get easy money any longer. You have to work hard within the limited resources available to the community. Mr. President has demonstrated immensely that the habit of stealing here, stealing there can no longer hold.
As Nigeria celebrates its 56th independence anniversary amidst recession, many are optimistic that the season will definitely phase out and the lofty dreams of the nation's forefathers that fought hard for independence will come to pass. Hence, the labors of the country's heroes past would never be in vain. Oluchi Amuda, reporting for Dateline.